Hi guys. Why am I uh, why am I recording this or shooting this video? Is Because I couldn't resist actually, because there's a lot of confusion going on about what's called ghost. So I hesitated a lot, to do this, but every every time I hear that people are talking about ghost and alien, so I want to make clear uh, what are they and where are they. So that's why I want to record this video today, uh, because of that, and explain what it is we're dealing with. Hi, thank you for tuning into my channel, and if you are new, please subscribe and share and like. I want to talk about today something that a lot of people talk about these days, and people are confused about it. It's something called, a lot of people call ghost. But what I want to talk about today is what's ghost, and what are they, where they come from, and in generally, what is the ghost? What is ghost? What's the definition of a ghost? Let's talk about that. Definition of a ghost to me is something like somebody who died and you know come back alive and haunt people. I mean, you know, that's actually what's the definition of a ghost is. But is that the case? I mean, is that the case that somebody who died can come and haunt you and scare you? And that is what I want to talk about today. First of all, there's no such a thing as a ghost. It's not. If somebody dies, they will never come back again. That was the last time you see in this world. But they went to other side, afterlife, and to be, you know, alive. You're alive, but it's not. You're not gonna come back. You cannot come back. And the reason you're alive is you just went other side, uh, and there's a test. There's a test. The next night when you went to your grave, which it's been two angels will come to your grave and ask you three questions, which is, who's your God, what's your religion, and who is your prophet? And if you answer those questions correctly, uh, you will get a window in your grave to the Jannah, to the paradise. And and if you fail that, you know, test, you will get a window from hell, and that's where you be for eternity till the resurrection, till the doomsday, till the you know when people come up and is being judged. That's when doomsday is, and that will happen when every creature dies. Every creature dies, and nobody's alive, even a maggot. There is no such a thing as an apocalypse. Some people, I hear some people and I watch sometimes shows that people who are preparing for the end of the world. Those guys, they're not gonna get that. Everybody has the end of the world, and that time is when you die. That's when your world ends. But there is no world that ends in one time, and all the people die in one time. No, it's gradually, one by one, group by group. Like that's how people will die actually, and nobody can actually nobody can prepare for it. Actually, it's just something that you don't even know when you're gonna die. So there's no such a thing as preparing for apocalypse, or at the end of the world. No, that doesn't happen. So what I want to talk about is that. But what I want to talk about is, what are we seeing as a ghost? What is what do you know as a ghost? What is it exactly? The answer to that is in this verse of Quran, which says, وَمَا يَخْلُقُ اللَّهُ جِنْ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. In English, if I translate in English, is God is saying that I did not create jinn wal ins, which is human, and human, jinn and human, but to worship me. That verse of Quran tells you that the purpose, that tells you two things, which is there's another creature who live with us in this world, another ghost. It's called jinni. And human. God created those two in order to worship. That's the second purpose. The purpose that we are created in this world is just to worship God. That's it. Nothing else. If you confuse it and you said, I don't have purpose, so sometimes people, take their life because they they cannot think of a purpose to live and move, and go on. Let me say, that's that's the purpose, to worship God. That's the only purpose we've been created in this world. There's no any other purpose. So let's talk about jinn. What's jinn? what do you call paranormal, and people see in haunted houses or empty places, where it's hotel or old house that been abandoned and doesn't people don't live there anymore. Like whatever you see that, what you see in that, first of all, it's real. If you go haunted house and you see something, like door is closing, sometimes opening, like you hear noise, you hear footprint, something, people walking, around you, or you know sometimes some item is falling, like a book, piano is playing. All those things is real. It's not something you just thinking about, or it's in your mind, or it's false. But what is that is the jinn. Jinn is something, some creature that live like us. It's like us, actually. They do whatever we do. They have chores, they have families, they have technologies, they have everything we do, they do. But the thing is, they are invisible. We cannot see them, but they can see us. That's how God created. So whatever you hear in those haunted houses is real, but it's not a ghost. It is something called, or some creature called jinni or jinn. And why is that happening is, for example, as a human, human instinct is, if you see an empty place, empty house, that nobody is living in it, and you don't have a shelter or a place to live, you just move in. You just move in. That's human instinct. I mean, if there's no anything that's stopping you, legally, or something that doesn't allow you to do that, you go and move in. So that place, that abandoned place, is not empty. Already some other creature is living there, which is the jinni, that who are same, we are same, in any way, but they are invisible. So those guys are living there, but you cannot see them. They can see you. So what they do is they see you're not intentionally invading, or coming to their home without permission. But what they do is, when they see that they compromise, they know, as a human, we live at the daytime. We our daily life is at the day mostly. So what they do is they compromise. They don't want to move out, because you come and invade the where they live, but they compromise. They move at night. They do their chores, their whatever they do in their life, which they also alive, they do at night. They change that time, and give the daytime the human who just invaded their their property or where they live. So uh, that's what you hear at night when you go to sleep, or chilling on your living room. That's their time. They come up and do their chores, run their families. So whatever you're hearing and whatever you seeing sometimes in these days, you can see, as an infrared red light, or there's some gadgets that, you know, some people who investigate ghosts, can, use. You can see them or infrared light cameras or something, but that's what you see. It's not something not real. It's something real. It's a creature that got created and like us, and they have everything we have. So, but they're invisible. Those are the guys you see. So, first of all, there's no such a thing as a ghost. It says ghost is a myth. Nobody's coming back. If you die, you're done. You're not even gonna see your family. Some people say we will see our families when we die. No, you're not gonna see anybody. Actually, your family will run from you because they don't want to take whatever you're carrying, the sin, or every bad thing that can affect in their judgment day. They don't wanna. They don't wanna. They don't wanna take that burden, or So they are running from you. You're not gonna see any family when you die, or in heaven, or whatever. What do you call? Yeah. So you cannot see anybody. You cannot come back, but you are alive. So that we accomplished that. So, and those guys, let's talk about also, the alien, the alien, what people are calling these days alien. Uh, First of all, there's no any creature live any other planet in the universe except on this earth. Only creature live on this earth. Nobody, no place else. There's no, Martian. There's no some people who live, you know, Venus or any other planet. It's just on this earth. God created us and that jinn and any other creature, that lives in this world. That is the only living that's existed. So, those when we talk about the alien, there's no any other place that any other people live. So, what people are seeing, the flying saucer or UFO or whatever seeing, the only explanation we have is that creature who is invisible. They have their life. They have, sometimes more technology than us, actually. They're more advanced. Sometimes they are more fast than us. So, or whatever we see, that's what they're using, actually. If we're using normal airplane, or normal jet or whatever, they're using that, themselves. So that is the explanation. Whatever you see, in whether it's invisible or you cannot see, it's haunted, as people call, or those UFOs, is them. That's the only explanation we have. And why you don't know people, who other religions, and not Muslim actually, uh, because in Muslim religion is is the last is the last book of four books. One was for Moses, one was David, and one was Jesus, and one was for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Praise be upon him. Praise be upon him. And yeah, those books, whatever in those books is in this book and more. So whatever I'm telling you right now doesn't exist other religions. We as a Muslim, we know this for 1400 years ago. Whatever makes makes you crazy and you cannot figure out now, we know. So it's like a version. Those books are versions, and this is the last version. And what is the last version actually? Last version is always better than first, or the prior one. There is something that's not there, and it is in this one. You know what I mean? Because it's the last version, or is the yeah. For example, it's not compared, but you can we can give you I can give you an example, which is like version of the phones, like iPhone, for example. We have we have iPhone 13, I think. There's a lot of features that's not in other prior versions. This is a little bit better and more. So it's not compared. It's not compared when it comes to Quran or the last book which Prophet Muhammad sent with. But that's how you can understand. Some people can understand, in that way. So in Quran, it's whatever in those books, those other three books, and more. So what I'm telling you right now, and what I'm explaining to you right now, is what's more, and that's not in or included the other ones. The other ones doesn't know what we know more, which is how the world ends, what happens after you die, the judgment day. That's something added and new in this book, in the Quran. So, and if the jinni exists, all those things, that you're gonna be alive after you're dead. You can hear, like, the last person who is coming out from your grave, the last relative or people who go to your grave, to when you've been buried, and when that process finishes, they're going home. You can hear the last person, their voice, even the noise of their footprint. That the noise that shoes makes when you walk in. So from that moment, you're alive, and you will be alive till the day of the judgment, the resurrection. That will happen on this earth, here, no place else. You come out from your grave, and that's the judgment day. You'll be judged whether you go to paradise or you go to hell. That's the judgment. So that's what I want to talk about today. And thank you for watching my channel. And if you are new, please subscribe and like and share. Thank you.